Well, that looks pretty yummy. Blueberries. We're going to try something I've never made before. We're making Italian blueberry focaccia. Focaccia is roughly an Italian flatbread, and I'm not Italian, so I've never really been exposed to this kind of baking. This is a dessert, but I'll tell you, it's not super sweet, but it's just right for what it is. Let's get our stuff out and make this yummy dessert right now. Before we start, if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Give me a comment, thumbs up below. That helps the algorithm and that helps me. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, we're going to start out with flour. 3½ cups of flour to be exact. Some extra virgin olive oil. 1 1/3 cups of warm water. Some yeast. A little bit of salt. And our blueberries. Now we got to make a topping. So that's 3/4 cup of sugar. A tablespoon of, well, I had brown sugar. If you got coarse sugar, I guess that helps too. And the cool part is a teaspoon of thyme. I've only got the dry stuff. I'll try and go easy on it. But I thought that was a really cool ingredient. Now we are going to be using our stand mixer, so I pulled the bowl out so we can start our dough. And like I said, that's 1 1/3 cup of warm water, not too hot. And our yeast. 2 packets of yeast get about to where we're supposed to be. So I poured the one in. Second packet in. And we also need 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. 1, 2, in they go. And we're just going to give it a good stir. Mix it around until it's all nice and combined. And now our flour. So we got our stand ready to roll. We're going to throw in 2 teaspoons of salt. Along with that, 1 1/2 cups of flour. We're going to mix it. Once it's all kind of combined, scrape the bottom. Scrape the sides. Scrape the sides so you get all the flour going. And once it's pretty well mixed, flip it up and change out that paddle for a hook. And then we're going to mix that for about 3 minutes until it turns into dough. It's all stuck to the hook. So we've got a big bowl out. Give it a spray or grease it with oil if you like. In goes our dough. Covered up with plastic wrap, and I got the cheap kind so the damn stuff doesn't stick to the bowl. I got a solution. We'll use a dish towel. Always works. And you're looking for it to double, which is about an hour to probably an hour and a half. Our dough's looking good. The recipe calls for a baking sheet, but I'm going to use one of my aluminum tin pans. It'll still work out. But if you want something a lot bigger, use a baking sheet with parchment paper, of course. Oil the parchment paper. We're going to spray the tin pan just in case it decides to stick to the sides, which it won't. And while we're at it, we're going to push it all out and spread it all out to the corners. Use your fingertips. Like I said, if you want to use a baking sheet, that'll make an even bigger focaccia. Perfect. Okay, cover up this dough one last time. 45 minutes. Let it rise up a bit. And goes our blueberries. It's about 1 cup of blueberries. I mean, you put more in if you want. And then we're just going to kind of gently push them down into the dough until it looks something like that. Now, I forgot about the olive oil, so we're going to do that now. That should go on before you put the blueberries on. Next up comes our sugar. 1/3 cup of sugar. I think I said it was 3/4. It's 1/3 cup. And you're just going to sprinkle it on the top. Last thing to do is to throw our thyme on. Like I said, I only have the dried stuff. It's probably close to a teaspoon I used. And then you're going to let it sit for 15 minutes. Give it its little nap. Uncover it. And it's going to go in the oven now. 400 degrees. Preheated, of course, for about 35 minutes until it's nice and golden brown. And you see? Ooh, look at that brown on top. Yummy. That worked out really nice and it smells fantastic at this point. You want to let it sit for 15 minutes just to give it a little rest. And now we're going to try and get the piece out of the pan. Oh, this looks good. Now you can serve it with a drizzle of honey or a little bit of brown sugar, which I didn't put on. So we're going to put it on the pan so it's all nice and cut, because I have cut it all up into pieces. Oh, that looks good. And a little bit on top of our piece. I wish I had the honey available. I got to wait for Al in the fall and maybe I'll get some. But there you go. I had fun making this one. Italian blueberry focaccia. You got to try it. Hey, another great recipe. I hope you'll give it a try. Leave me a comment below, one way or the other. Listen, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell, because that'll tell you the next time I upload a video. Feel free to share this and any of my other videos. And thanks for stopping by and watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.